Okay, boys and girls, I don't know if you can see this or not, but what I'm doing is, in this video, is a long time ago, I did a video on the east, west, and putting panels on the north side of a house. There's a lot of panels on the east, west, and north sides of houses, just about everywhere that I've looked. So I want to explain why I don't think it's a good idea. Now you all know that I've got panels on the west side of the house and the east side of the house. This is working really well. I'm not seeing an issue with going on the east and west side of the house. Where I run into an issue here is, let me see if I can find the sun real quick. You have the sun, and it's way over here. I don't know if you can see it or not. And it comes up in the morning. Now when it comes up, this east panel is getting all the sunlight. That west panel is not seeing anything. It keeps coming up, and what I'll see is I'll see a peak voltage right around in here on this panel. Not voltage, but amperage. And it comes up, and this one over here on the west side gradually increases in amperage, while the one on the east side gradually decreases in voltage. And the reason for that is, when you take, I'm going to use a different color here, when you take the sun and it's right here, you have direct sunlight coming down on that panel, like that. But there's nothing going over here. The house is blocking it. All you're getting is reflected sunlight from out in here. You're not getting much at all. The sun continues going up, and now, right in here, you'll see an equal wattage, amperage on each side. It'll equal out. It'll start to equal out. And as the sun goes around, it's going to reduce on this side and increase on this side, because now this side is getting direct sunlight. And you're going to get sunlight all the way down. And it works really well as far as the east and west. Now the north and south, I have panels on the south side. That's what all this here is panels. The sun, depending on the time of the year, it might be way out here and it could be back behind. But it's not going to stay there. It comes up over here, and you'll have direct sunlight on this side and indirect sunlight on the north side. So the front side here is going to get lots and lots and lots of sunlight, and it's going to put out lots and lots and lots of amperage. Get the batteries charged real good and quick. It depends on what latitude you're at, on how well this is going to work. So I'm going to stop this one here and draw another map. Now this is also the reason why I have two different charge controllers. There's two panels here and two panels here, and they're both going into their own charge controller. This is a 12 volt side and this is a 12 volt side. So you need you need to have a 10% current rating between these two. So the current rating on this one and this one both have to be within 10% of each other. So that's why I have two different panels, or two different charge controllers. I don't believe I could run these panels and these panels into the same charge controller, even though they're the same panels, because this one's going to have voltage and this one's not going to have voltage. So I don't think that would work. It might, I don't know, but I'm not going to try it. Those charge controllers are expensive, and so are the panels. But I'm going to stop this one here and draw another photo, if I can remember how to stop this thing. Okay, so what we're going to have here is you have the Earth. We'll do a flat Earth right here. This is the flat Earth. And you have your house, which is, this direction is north. This direction is south. So you have your house and you have your roof. Depending on the pitch makes a lot of difference too. I have most of my south panels on the south side. That way I get sun all year round on those panels. Now, the sun in the morning in this latitude comes up over here and goes up this way and comes back around. So these panels are getting most of it. These panels might, in the morning, if I had something out there, get a little bit, but not much. So the sun goes up this way a little bit. It doesn't go directly over us. It might be about in here, and it comes back, and then it goes back down right around in here, I believe. It may be a little bit further south. I'm not exactly east and west, so it might come up right about here, or go down right in here. But that's how it goes. It comes around and goes down right in here. You know, the sun goes around the Earth in the flat Earth world. And so this sun, as it comes up, is not going to get, if you had panels over here, it's not going to get a lot of direct sunlight, but it will get more direct sunlight on this side. So you'll have better charging. You will get some over here, but it's not going to be as efficient as what it could if they were on this side. So that's how that works. You're just not going to get the efficiency. In the winter, the sun's going to come up down here and go out further, so that these panels would never see anything. So you're not going to get any efficiency out of these. It depends on what latitude you're in. The further north you are, the further this way the sun is going to be, and you're just not going to get anything here. So you want your panels on the south side. The further south you go, like on the equator, the sun's going to come up over here and over here, depending on the time of year. It's just going to go back and forth. So that's how that works. You know, in the equator, you could put your panels on both sides, and you'd be well off to do it. The further south you go, the more the sun's going to come up over here and go this way. So that's how that works. You just want to look at where you're at, north, south, east, west, and decide which side of the house is going to get the most sun all year round. But putting them on the north side of the house is just not a good idea. You know, you could put your panels out here on a pole, and that would work. Now, this is also the reason when you go out and look at the solar farms, the ones that are using up all the sunlight, they are on a pivot. So you have a series of panels that are on a pole, and these, what they'll do is they'll be this angle one hour of the day when the sun is over here, the sun's right there, and then they'll be at this angle when the sun's over here. These actually move back and forth on their poles, so they'll go any way you want them to go. And that way they have maximum efficiency all day long. But putting them on the north side of the house is just not a good idea. It's going to depend a lot on your pitch. If you have a flat roof house, you could theoretically probably put them all flat on the top of the roof and get sunlight all year round. But the houses that we were looking at in Denver that had all those panels on the north side of the house, they're bad. I mean, you have the house and you have this pitch and you have panels over here and panels over here. These are going to get so little sunlight, it's not even worth paying the money for. It's just not worth it. But yeah, you have your flat earth. Let's get some black. Have some fun with the flat earth. You have the flat earth. You have the sun. There's a fish here somewhere. Let's see, we have the Rocky Mountains right in here. That's the Rocky Mountains. This is water. And this is water way out here. So you have this fish that sits here all day long. Now the sun rises in the east and goes down in the west. So what you've got is the sun. It comes up off this fish and goes all the way around back to the other side. The fish swims over here to this side. It lands on the fish. The fish takes it down under. Let's finish this drawing a little bit. The fish takes it down under the ocean here. And right here, there's an oil refinery, probably Sinclair and Rollins. And there's a long hose that goes down and it refills the sun, puts all that fuel back in it. And then the fish goes all the way back over here and it does the cycle again, comes back down here, goes back down, refills again. Now at the oil refinery, there's this little guy who at a certain time every day has to turn on a pump. There's an on-off switch that he has to turn on, and that pumps the fuel into the sun to keep it running for the next day. He doesn't know what that is for. He's just supposed to do it at a certain time every day, so he does his job. And we all know that the sun is going to run out of fuel here really quick because there's not enough oil at the refinery, and we're using so many solar panels that it's going to cause the sun to go out. I have a lot of fun with this stuff. But anyhow, I will be right back. Okay. We turn that TV down. It's 5 o'clock. I was sitting there, right there, working on that silly airplane. And the lights went out, the TV went out, and the magnets that I had up on the wall fell on the floor. So the round magnet was right here, I think, right here, on that little screw. These two square magnets were stuck together. I couldn't get them apart, and they were on this knife blade. And this big hunkin' magnet was up here. So those two were stuck together to the knife blade. And if you know anything about this kind of magnet, they're almost impossible to get apart. So I don't know how that happened. But the TV went out, the lights went out, 12-volt lights, 110-volt TV. I didn't notice if the refrigerator control went out. Dogs didn't say a word, they're chicken shit. So I don't know what that was all about. Those magnets, pick it up and put it back up here, they really stick on, they're tight. And to get these two apart, you have to be really careful because they'll break your hand if you're not careful. I'm going to put one up there. and one up there, but you can see they don't just come off. And they're definitely not just going to come apart. Those things are strong. And this big honking magnet, I'm really not sure where it was. I'll leave it right there. Nah, I'll put it somewhere else because they're pretty handy. But I don't know. How about right there? What happened? Like I say, the lights went out over there. TV went out. They're out for maybe 2 seconds, 3 seconds. There's another magnet up there, but it's pushed on. It didn't come off, apparently. Well, I don't know what the deal was. It's got something up there holding up against it. Huh. Another mystery. That was freaky. So, but I'll keep an eye on them, see if it happens again. Like I say, if you know anything about these magnets, this style, you're not going to get them apart once they're together. They're hard to get apart. I don't even know how to get them apart when they're together. They come with a piece of plastic between them. And you have to be really careful when you're taking them away from each other because they're so strong that they'll crush your finger. They'll give you a heck of a blood blister. Nadidium or nerdidium or something like that. They're rare earth. Very, very, very strong. But anyhow, back to work, I guess. Yeah. I don't know what I'm supposed to do about that. Gonna have to get a stiffer piece of wire, I think. I'm not gonna get it out of there alive. Yep, I'll go get a stiffer piece of wire. May have to just take the air conditioner out and set it down. It's stuck in the fan, so I'm certain it's not going to come out alive. Okay. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get him out of there yet. He's not tangled up at the moment. I did see the head. I don't see any rattles. Pretty sure it's just a bull snake. Yeah, there the fan's rolling free now. There he goes. Get out of there. Ah. Go away, guy. Go have some fun somewhere else. If it ain't one thing, it's another. Off-grid living, that's what it's called.